everyone, and welcome. The team are here coming to you live from the Henry Ford Academy in Daventry. And today we'd like to show you how we can help to electrify your fleet and reduce the carbon footprint of your businesses with the support of Ford Pro. Whilst the transition to electric vehicles might be daunting, thousands of customers around the UK are already reaping the benefits, such as reduced maintenance costs, lower cost of ownership, and increased uptime. We can offer you all of the support you need to make the transition to electric seamless and as easy as possible. As you know, the government decided to delay the ban on selling new internal combustion engine vehicles from 2030 to 2035. But the new Labour government may now move that back to 2030. So for you as customers and fleet operators, the landscape on electrification and by when isn't completely clear. However, what is true is that at the start of this year, a vehicle emissions trading scheme was brought into UK legislation. And this means, in effect, that manufacturers like us will be producing fewer and fewer internal combustion engine vehicles as the decade progresses. The legislation sets out percentages of new car and van sales that have to be zero emission. This starts with a 10% mix on vans for 2024. That increases to 16% in 2025, and that rises really rapidly to 70% by 2030. But what might look like a challenge should actually be treated as a significant opportunity for your business. Starting early on this journey gives you the chance to transition to electric at the pace that's right for you, and that also allows you to start benefiting from those reduced operating costs straight away. Many of you have already told us that you want to go electric but aren't quite sure where to start, and that's what this webinar is all about. My colleagues and I are here to tell you how Ford Pro can help make that journey as smooth as possible. And we're going to take you through it step by step through the process of electrification and show you how our unique Ford Pro ecosystem can support you every step of the way. What are we going to talk to you about? We'll start with the reasons to go electric. The significant cost savings are a big start on this. Then we'll look at how we can help you decide how to go electric. How many electric vehicles are right for your fleet? Should they all be full electric vehicles, or could hybrids work for some solutions? And then the next step is choosing the vehicles. Which vehicle from Ford Pro's all-new electrified range will best meet the needs of your business? And then after that, we'll look at the all-important subject of charging. Which approach is going to work best for you? And then finally, we'll show you the many ways in which Ford Pro can help you to get the most out of your electric vehicles by using our really smart software. But before we get into all of that detail, I want to give you a quick recap of what Ford Pro is. The important part, Pro, stands for productivity. Ford Pro is a productivity accelerator for your business. It's designed specifically to help maximize productivity so that you can get the most out of your fleet and the transition to electric. We have the unique capability to offer the complete package of services and solutions all under one roof with one trusted partner, Ford Pro. And that's from the installation of charging hardware, software provision, vehicle maintenance and servicing, and even financing. We have got you covered. But you don't just have to take my word for it. Many customers have already learned firsthand about the scope of our offer and the range of benefits it gives them. So here's a short video that nicely summarizes that.
It all starts with the vehicles. Hard-working, best-selling, award-winning vehicles. But with Ford Pro, there's so much more. Think of it as an ecosystem. Maximum uptime, minimum downtime.
I love it. I like the way it drives. It just makes our life easier.
Wouldn't it be amazing if you could arrive at work and get on with your job, knowing someone you trust hasn't just got your back, they've got your whole fleet covered. And that's what you get with Ford Pro. Smart maintenance, powered by connected vehicle data.
We can reduce downtime from 3 days to 2 hours.
Supported by mobile service and the Ford Live Uptime system, all linked into our unparalleled dealer network.
So we have quite an ambitious target of 2030, and that shows that we take our carbon reduction seriously.
With a full lineup of electric vehicles, a one-stop shop for home, depot and public charging, and the tools they need to help them make the switch. We know a thing or two about fleet finance, and today, with our Ford Pro FinSimple commercial line of credit, we're supporting business in new ways.
Commercial line of credit helps because you only have to do it once a year. You've not got red tape and hoops to jump through every time you need a vehicle.
With always-on funding for the finance they need when they need it.
Saves time, a lot of time.
We've been the backbone of Britain's CV business for 57 years. And 2 years on from launching Ford Pro, the future's looking good. So, whether you're part of our productivity revolution or you're just about to join us, we can't wait to work with you.
So let's start our walkthrough of the journey to electrification. And to set the scene, here's Tom Rankin.
Thanks, Mandy. Hi, everyone. More and more businesses understand that going electric offers new opportunities in terms of cost reduction, brand image, attracting new talent, and opening up new business avenues. But I think we should also acknowledge that some operations still have reservations about making the transition. They're concerned it might be complicated or expensive or impact their operations if not handled correctly. Well, here at Ford Pro, we understand those concerns. We are committed to supporting you to make your EV transition a success. So why are businesses going electric? Well, one reason is the lower total cost of ownership an EV can offer. EVs have lower service, maintenance and repair costs versus ICE vehicles. E-Transit customers benefit from a reduction of 40% spend in this area compared to a diesel equivalent. Now, this is primarily due to E-Transit having fewer moving parts, so needing less service, and fewer consumables. In fact, E-Transit has the lowest such costs in both the UK and Germany versus direct competitors. When it comes to fuel costs, there can be a major opportunity to save with an effective charge strategy. Whether charging at a driver's home or depot, taking advantage of off-peak energy rates can see the cost per mile of a transit go from 23 pence down to as low as 4 pence per mile when using an EV-specific tariff. That's an 80% less per mile than fueling a diesel vehicle. A massive opportunity, you'll agree, I'm sure. Multiply that across your fleet to realise the incredible running cost reductions EVs can bring. In the UK, we benefit from the plug-in van grant, which reduces the initial purchase price for E-Transit and E-Transit Custom by some £5,000. And as we know, EVs generate zero tailpipe emissions whilst driving. This means they can operate in the growing number of low-emission zones around the country without having to pay daily charges or being at risk of penalties. And of course, you're doing your bit for the planet too. And that's becoming increasingly important because showcasing your commitment to a sustainability can differentiate your business from the competition as consumers look to choose a brand with a clear commitment to a sustainable future. Now I'd like to ask you why you are thinking of going into electric. Which of those factors that I've mentioned are most important to you? Is it A, lower running and maintenance costs? Is it B, gaining a competitive advantage? C, achieving sustainability targets? Or D, work in low emission zones? And we'll get back to the results on that a little later on. So those are some of the reasons that why businesses are choosing to go electric. But where's the best place to start? Well, the first step is to understand what your fleet requirements are to help you identify which vehicles can be switched to electric. And that's why Ford Pro have developed innovative tools to make that decision as simple as possible. The E-Transit Range Calculator, for example, it gives you an estimated real-world range based on your inputs. Simply enter your choice of vehicle spec, driving conditions, payload and choice of tyre to see beyond the published WLTP figures and understand whether it can work for your business. Knowing which vehicles to begin your transition with is crucial in taking that first step. And that's where eSwitch Assist comes in. eSwitch Assist is a complementary standalone tool developed by Ford Pro to assess which vehicles within your fleet could switch from ICE to electric with little or no impact on your business. It uses connected vehicle data to measure the daily energy requirement of each vehicle. If the energy used is less than that available in the e-Transit or e-Transit custom battery pack, then that vehicle is considered suitable to switch, as it wouldn't require any additional charging throughout the day to complete its work. eSwitch Assist has specifically helped our customers, Riverford Organic Farmers and AAH Pharmaceuticals, to begin their electrification journey, enabling them to make the right decisions on where they operate their first electric vehicles. eSwitch Assist gives you confidence that you're choosing the best vehicles for your business. And the best bit is backed by data. Now, maybe a fully electric vehicle isn't right for you today. Maybe a PHEV makes more sense as a first step. We've got a full range of electrified vehicles to suit all needs, which we'll see in the next section. But let's take a look at the answer to some of those questions that we asked you earlier. Fantastic. It's really interesting to see that sustainability targets are becoming increasingly important to you as customers. That's a really, really good takeaway from today. That's why, another reason why going EV is so crucial to the future of your business and its profitability. Our e-Transit range calculator and eSwitch Assist tools are there to support you to ensure your transition to electric is successful. So why don't you give them a go? Try our e-Transit range calculator on ford.co.uk and speak with your Ford Fleet business manager today to activate your eSwitch assessment. We recommend capturing at least 28 days of driving data to ensure the assessment's as accurate as possible. So get signed up today. And remember, it is free of charge from Ford Pro. And now, to tell you a bit more about Ford Pro's electrified vehicle lineup, here's John Dewar.
Thanks, Tom, and good afternoon, everybody. I'm here to talk about our exciting electric vehicles. So once you've assessed your fleet and identified an opportunity to add some EVs, the next step is to find the right vehicles for your business. And you can be sure we do have the right vehicles because of our extensive, award-winning lineup of electric commercial vehicles that are all suitable for a wide range of conversions and upfits. They're fit for every purpose. We have the most versatile range on the market, and one of them will be right for your business. Ford Pro is committed to making the transition as easy and smooth as possible and has an expert team to support you right through the process. But again, don't just take it from my word. Let's hear from some of our existing customers are saying about their switch to fully electric vehicles.
Keeping our promise to our customers and deliver 99% service levels every day is what they enjoy with DPD. Due to our 1 hour predict window, keeping our promise is what our customers expect from us. The e-Transit has proven itself to be our EV of choice. We are delighted with the range and the performance of the vehicle and to be the first company in Ireland to harness the full power of the metrics with the Ford Pro solution.
Hello. How are you? This is Nereus. He's one of our service engineers and my product champion and EV champion and overall just superhero. Nereus, how are you finding the e-Transit?
Well, I love it. I like everything about electric. I like the way it drives. It drives like a car. It's super silent. It's comfortable. Plus, as e-Transit, it has more extras than any diesel vans I've driven before. It has heated seats, it has heated windscreen, heated wing mirrors, very good reversing camera. So it just makes our life easier.
It was great to hear from those customers, especially as a superhero driver. But now let's also hear from the AA about how Ford Pro has helped deliver a seamless, hassle-free upfit experience.
The key feature that we've installed on this vehicle is the Upfi Integration system. This is our all-new logic system that allows vehicle upfit to be integrated into the base vehicle. That can be access to vehicle communication, that can be signals, for example, handbrake interlocks, all things of the past where we'd end up with lots of switches, lots of wiring, a complicated upfit. This system now integrates everything into our sync display also, so we can have all soft switches to control the full vehicle upfit at the push of a button.
On the older build vans, we'll normally have around 11 suppliers providing different bits of equipment. On the all-new Transit Custom, we're going to reduce that number right down. That helps us with our admin, helps us to run the fleet a lot more smoothly. The AA's relationship with Ford Pro has been magnificent. It's got so many benefits to us. If there's a new model like the all-new Custom coming out, we can get advanced warning of that. And what that helps us to work with our third-party suppliers like the recovery equipment frame manufacturer. We can give them the new specs, they can build it to the new specs, and we wouldn't have that if we didn't have the relationship that we've got.
We understand that if you choose an EV, you want to be sure that you're not compromising on capability, performance, and reliability. And at Ford Pro, we don't want to compromise. So let's take a closer look at some of our vehicles. Pride of place goes to Britain's best-selling commercial vehicle, now going all electric, equipped with a 64 kilowatt battery in 136 PS and 218 PS powertrains. The all-new E-Transit Custom was designed to get the job done. With a maximum payload of over 1 ton, towing capacity of 2.3 tons, and a targeted range of up to 209 miles, you can depend on the E-Transit Custom for your fleet whilst delivering zero emissions whilst driving. Inside, you can count on uncompromised load space for an EV variant with up to 6.8 cubic meters, whilst Pro Power Onboard technology offers you up to 2.3 kilowatts for plugging in your power tools, laptops, and other devices whilst on the job site. The all-new E-Transit Custom is available to order now, with the first units already being delivered. So be sure to book your demo with your Ford Fleet Business Manager or your trusted transit centre. Okay, for those fleets running larger vans like our iconic Transit, you can trust our award-winning E-Transit, Europe's best-selling 2-ton van. Earlier this year, we also announced an enhanced range battery option for the E-Transit with a usable 89 kilowatts battery, up to 249 WLTP range, and even quicker DC fast charging. With a capable payload of up to 1.7 tons, 3 body styles to choose from, and a suite of conversion options at your disposal, you can count on the same transit capability on an EV platform. And if I'm looking ahead, we can't wait for the all-new E-Transit Courier to arrive with us early next year. With DC fast charging on offer, this option adds an EV alternative to the petrol and diesel powertrains already available on that vehicle. Okay, now I'd like to ask you a question again, a bit of audience participation. Approximately how many miles does each of your drivers typically cover on an average working day? Is it less than 20 miles? B, 21 to 50 miles? 51 to 150 miles? Or more than 150 miles? If you don't have the data to hand, that's fine, just give it your best estimate. Or if you're totally unsure, please, I'm not sure. It'd be really interesting to understand. Okay. We will come back to those answers a little bit later. Now, if you're not quite ready to go all electric, then one of our plug-in hybrid vehicles might be more suitable to start your EV journey. Our all-new Transit Custom PHEV delivers the best of both worlds by combining a 2.5-litre petrol engine with an onboard battery, offering an electric range of 35 miles, still with a 2.3-ton towing capacity and a payload of up to 1.3 tons. The benefit of your fleet comes in the form of lower running costs, with a combined fuel consumption of 176 miles per gallon, and without the need for AdBlue, diesel particulate filters, or even pricier diesel fuel. And with a combined CO2 emission figure of only 36 grams, you can be sure you are still doing your bit for the environment. Alternatively, we are delighted to have just launched the all-new Transit Connect PHEV, once again combining the flexibility of a 1.5 petrol engine with the power of an onboard battery to deliver an impressive target range of up to 72 miles, and a combined CO2 figure of just 11 grams. And to finish off, we are excited to welcome the all-new Ranger PHEV next year. A 2.3-litre EcoBoost engine and an onboard battery delivering a 1-ton payload and a max towing capacity of 3.5 tons, matching that of our diesel Ranger, with the added benefits of electrification. And don't forget, the Ranger PHEV also comes with that option of a Pro Power on board. Okay, let's take a look at those poll results. Remind ourselves of the question. Approximately how many miles do we think each of your drivers typically cover on average per day? I'm not surprised, right? Our vehicles get used a lot in many different vocations. It's really interesting that some people admit they're not sure what distance their drivers take, which is even more important talking to Tom's element around looking at the e-switch tool that we provide our customers. But actually, when we look at some government data, the UK government states that 40% of business van drivers stay within a 15-mile radius of their base. And as we've said before, the all-new e-Transit Custom has a maximum driving range of 209 miles. So you should be well covered for your daily trips with that range. If you'd like to find out more about any of our Ford Pro vehicles, please do reach out to your Ford Fleet Business Manager or Transit Centre and book an EV test drive. Okay, now I'm going to hand you over to Simon Lane, who's going to talk to you about the all-important topic of EV charging.
Thanks, John. Hello, everyone. Okay, so you've chosen your electric vehicles. The next step in the electrification journey is choosing the right charging solution for them to make sure you get the most from what they have to offer. So in this section, we're going to focus on what makes Ford Pro's charging different and better than everyone else out there. The fact is, the charging solution you choose is just as important as the vehicle you choose. It's fundamental to getting the best from your electrified fleet, whether that's one vehicle or 1,000. So it's only natural that you should want to get this right. You may be concerned that putting the right infrastructure in is going to be a hassle or too expensive. Perhaps you're not sure which infrastructure is best for your business. So where do you start? I'll start here. Ford Pro has you covered with a triple offering: depot, public, and home charging. To start with, let's talk about depot charging. How does that work? Ford Pro depot charging offers a tailored setup to meet your business needs because no two businesses are the same. We look after your charging hardware, installation, and maintenance, along with depot management software to effectively manage your business's fleet's charging needs, along with supplying class-leading management software to minimize charging costs and make the best use of the infrastructure. This applies to every business, whether a single van user or one of Europe's biggest fleets. Now let's look at home charging. We understand that many of you have drivers who take their vehicles home for the night, and this is where Ford Pro charging can help. Our home chargers enable your drivers to recharge their vehicles up to 5 times faster than a standard domestic socket. The true value to businesses is in the software we offer. As fleet managers, you can monitor vehicle charge rates and reimburse your drivers for the cost of charging these vehicles at home. One example is with our customer, the RAC. They needed a reliable charging solution to support the rollout of electric vehicles for their fleet. As their drivers take these vehicles and keep them at home every night, our charging team supported them with the installation of 32 home chargers to begin with. Our 4Pro charging software and central billing with home reimbursement enables the RAC to cover the cost of charging these vehicles before the drivers receive their home electricity bills. So no driver is left out of pocket. The vehicles are charged every night, and the fleet manager's admin burden is reduced. We have since extended our partnership with the RAC to supply additional home chargers with their first e-Transit custom vehicles. Finally, let's look at public charging. We always advise charging your vehicle when it's not being used, either overnight in the depot or at home, or even parked on the job. That said, there might be times your drivers need to go the distance. Fortunately, here in the UK, we have an established charging infrastructure, and in the last year alone, it grew by 43%. And with the Ford's Blue Oval Charge network, you are in good hands, even when you're far from home. As of May 2024, it was made up of over 32,000 public charging points across the UK. And there's great news for customers who purchase the e-Transit. You get 12 months access to the Blue Oval charging network absolutely free of charge. A charge fob comes with every vehicle to stop and start charge events. There's no need for multiple apps or memberships. Billing is simple too. Your business receives a single bill for all in-network charge events, reducing admin and making public charging as simple as a traditional fuel card. The right solution for your business is likely to be a combination of depot, home, and public charging. Our 4Pro experts will consult with you and recommend the right combination for your business. Now that we've looked at the different types of 4Pro charging solutions we have on offer, let's find out how we have helped just one of our customers start their EV journey by using 4Pro home and public charging. Hotpoint uses a public charging solution and chose the Blue Oval network. Let's see how this helps them to keep their fleet on the go.
So the reason we went for home charging is it's just the nature of our business. Our drivers don't work from depots. If you've got a vehicle that's got good range, then that driver, if he's doing 25, 30 miles in a day, he only needs to charge once a week, so he can charge external. However, if you're doing 100 miles plus, you need to regularly charge and it becomes too expensive to go external. So the investment in a home charger makes sense. And then we also have the Blue Oval network, and that gives you the ability to charge at BP and Shell. If our guys are needing to charge, they're not going to be sitting there for 40, 50 minutes. They want the fastest charge, and it's what I call a splash and dash. It's literally put enough in to get you home to charge at a cheaper rate at house.
Charge Assist and the Blue Oval charging network make topping up on the road completely stress-free. So now, let me ask you, which charging option do you think would best suit the needs of your business? A, depot charging, B, public charging, C, home charging, or a mix of two or more of these? We'll get back to you with the results shortly. We've done everything we can to make charging offer as simple as possible with end-to-end support so that you deal with a single solution provider as opposed to lots of different ones. As a starting point, why not talk to your business manager and book a complimentary charging assessment? This is a simple two-stage process. After initial consultation, online, on the phone, or face-to-face, our team will identify which option is going to work best for you and your business. If that turns out to be depot charging, we'll establish how many charging points you might need and then dispatch an electrical engineer to survey your premises before creating a proposal that's right for you. Your needs are unique, and the 4Pro charging solution that we provide will be tailored to meet them. Now let's take a look at the results of the poll. So it's quite interesting. There's a lot of votes there in a mix of two or more. So it looks like the majority of you are interested in two or more solutions for your charging infrastructure. Well, we cover all three aspects of charging, so that's definitely something we can help you with. Now, let's hear from Sam Beckenham about how we can help you get the most from going electric. Over to you, Sam.
Thanks, Simon. Once you've selected your vehicle and charging infrastructure, you want to be sure that you're reaping the full benefits of going electric. You don't want to compromise on performance or productivity. That's where Ford Pro software comes in, by extracting the maximum value from the data your vehicle provides thanks to the onboard modem fitted as standard on all new Ford vehicles. Connectivity is the key to optimizing productivity. Ford Pro's multiple data services and solutions help you to keep your vehicles up and running, giving fleet managers a clear overview of the bigger picture. Our Ford Pro Telematics solutions is a web application that provides you with key vehicle and fleet insights to help you better manage your fleet. It empowers fleet owners to optimize their business while reducing the admin burden of managing their fleet. With Ford Telematics, you can keep track of your vehicles and their routes and monitor real-time vehicle health information, such as live warning lights and oil changes to maximize the vehicle uptime. You can also protect your fleet through real-time alerts when unauthorized use is detected, giving you peace of mind 24/7. Now let's hear from one of our rental customers who has benefited from the use of Ford Telematics to manage their own fleet.
My name's Lisa Britland. I'm a rental coordinator. Telematics is the best thing that we've been able to have in our department. It saves a lot of time for the maintenance. You just literally check that system, and if there's anything that requires for that particular vehicle, it'll flag up on the Pro Telematics. We can check fuel levels, water levels, AdBlue levels, like with this one now, it's on an overdue, it needs a service.
As soon as it arrives back in, we're already aware and prepared. It's booked in with the service department again, so it's not off the road for any length of time. So prior to 2023, everything was done manually. So the whole team would go out and check vehicles. Check-ins could take 30 to 45 minutes, depending. And then since Ford Pro Telematics, it's halved it.
Really insightful case study from Perry's there. E-Telematics is our bespoke solution for fleets running EVs. It uses their data to enable fleet managers and drivers to really get the most out of their vehicles, as well as assist them in their transition to electrification. In addition to the features within e-Telematics, you can view real-time insights and monitor vital statistics such as EV range, state of charge, and live charging data for one vehicle or your entire fleet. This ensures your fleet is being charged overnight, ready for the next day. Using live maps functionality, you can also identify available chargers on the Blue Oval Charge network and set different thresholds to alert them if a vehicle falls below a certain range before directing them to the most suitable charger. You can see data on driver behavior supported by our in-vehicle coaching functionality to help your teams optimize their driving style to EVs and schedule preconditioning to maximize the range before your drivers go about their days. In addition to e-Telematics, seamlessly reports back on sustainability metrics surrounding the CO2 emissions saved from running EVs as opposed to ICE vehicles. These can then be included in annual company reports or as part of marketing activities to promote your green credentials. The best of all, e-Telematics is completely complimentary for 12 months with the purchase of every EV going forward, ensuring you get off to the best possible start on your EV journey with Ford Pro. Now that you've seen the potential of e-Telematics for your electrified fleet, we would like to ask you one final question. Which e-Telematics feature interests you the most? Is it A, real-time vehicle health alerts, B, departure preconditioning, C, live maps, D, in-vehicle coaching and driver behavior insights, or E, sustainability metrics? We will get back to you shortly with the results. Now, let's see from DPD Ireland and how they use e-Telematics and how it helps them deliver 99% service levels every day.
From the fleet management point of view, our fleet team loved the Ford e-Telematic, which provides real-time information at a glance on a single dashboard. The Ford Pro system is such a well-thought-out suite of services and products that really help to improve our productivity at every stage of our business. The software integrates well with our own systems and also allows us to add non-Ford vehicles, which is a huge boost.
The best way to find out more about the huge wealth of data we collect from your vehicles and how we use it to help you reduce downtime is to book a software demo online or with the help of your Ford Fleet Business Manager. We're waiting for your call. But before I wrap up, let's have a quick look at the results from the e-telematics features you find most interesting. Okay, as I expected, real-time vehicle health alerts. I understand this is a really, really big topic now within fleets. When I speak to them, it's a really, really big selling point that comes with e-telematics. So to get in touch with us to really sort of understand how this can benefit your fleet and manage the uptime of your vehicles. And now I'll hand it back over to Mandy Dean. Thanks for listening.
Thank you, Sam. So that brings us to the end of our walkthrough of the journey to electrification, and I really hope you found it useful and informative. But before we take your questions, let's just quickly recap on what Ford Pro can offer your business. Ford Pro is a one-stop shop for your needs. We can offer expert advice and a whole suite of services and solutions to make it easy to go electric when the time is right. The first step is to assess your current fleet's EV opportunity by activating your eSwitch Assist assessment. This works most effectively when the system's been running and has about 28 days of data to analyse, but you can actually start looking at it after about 2 weeks. Step 2 then is choosing the right Ford Pro vehicle that best meets the needs of your business. And if you'd like to know more about any of the vehicles in our fantastic all-new electrified range, please contact your Ford Fleet Business Manager and book a test drive. Step 3 then is to book your free charging consultation, and that will identify the infrastructure and solutions, again, that are right and tailored to your business. Whether that's home, depot, or public, a combination of 2 or 3, we can provide you with that bespoke solution. And then finally, step 4, to maximise the benefits of your electrified fleet and the productivity of Ford Pro using our really smart software, eTelematics. So why don't you book a demo with our software team as well? If you're already a Ford Pro customer, all of these assessments can be set up and scheduled by your Fleet Business Manager as your first point of contact. So we really urge you to get in touch with them or in touch with your local dealership, transit centre, to find out more about our services, no matter what stage you're at in your own journey to electrification. And if you haven't joined the Ford Pro family yet, the Ford Business Centre is also a place that can be your first port of call. But I really, really want to thank you for taking the time to join us today, and we'll now be happy to take any other questions that you may have.